The college football experience. Bob's Down Under for week 1 episode of the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Sign up. But when you do, sign up with the promo code TCE SGPN to score up to $1,000 in bonus cash. They just introduced college football best ball. Get on over there. UnderdogFantasy.com, promo code SGPN or TCE SGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. Get your free 7-day trial period today by going to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That's RITHMM. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. And remember, as always, folks, to let it ride.
What's up, everybody? This is Cameron Krog from Loyola Chicago Ramblers, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride. Shout out to the Broad Stop. Thank you, guys.
Yes, yes, yes. Woo! Welcome to the college football experience. Look, this is our Bob's episode, but I feel like it's a pregame show. It's a pregame show because we got live bullets.
Yes.
In what, 23 minutes? You can be able to sit back and watch Youngstown State Villanova if you're real swift.
Dundee's going to get very quiet in about 23 minutes. So let's go.
Yeah, exactly. The show's just going to stop 23 minutes in. YouTube.com/the college experience. We're going to talk about, some money line dogs, a few props we like, maybe a few totals we like. All that good stuff. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, my name is Colby Swing at Database Dad, aka Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
I'm probably drinking too much and celebrating too much and not sleeping. Would have killed a normal man, but no, that's gone. The medical advice I got from that was like being hit by lightning. Pretend it never happened and get on with your life.
Yes. We got
Right.
They postponed the Minnesota North Carolina game by an hour because of weather.
What?
Hey, we want to play in that weather, you fucking losers. Everyone sucks.
Good God.
What is there? God.
Start that show off with everyone sucks. I'm on those Gophers.
I'm on those Gophers too.
Little pop.
Let's go with those Gophers, even though they do got a few injuries. I'll be honest. I placed the wager, and then I found out about this injury news.
Yeah,
kind of terrified of this, but I'm on it.
Yeah,
you can't undo it.
There's no turning around.
Can't undo it. Let's go Gophers.
I'm not afraid.
I am joined by my co-host. He is the host of the Bottom Line Bombs podcast, which you should already be subscribed to. All right, he is known as the Bet Detective, aka Scumbagger Vance, aka
the man in the box.
The man in the box, CJ Sullivan. How you doing, buddy?
Good, buddy. And the Deli Llama, of course.
I should have used that one.
Narcovelli.
You're killing it on these nicknames, buddy. We are on the Minnesota Golden Gophers.
That's my thing, real quick. And I know you are, and we are on the Minnesota Golden Gophers. But talking nicknames, and of course, Colorado's a big game tonight.
Oh yeah.
And Dion, of course, made the news for banning that report or whatever. What I find funny about the whole story is all of a sudden he doesn't like nicknames. Dion said, like what?
Yeah,
the guy's got 1,000 nicknames. He didn't like his nicknames for him.
Look, and I mean, I am a Colorado fan.
No,
I am glad that Dion's there.
And you're a prime truther.
But I'm on the wrong side of this one. I can't side with Dion in this one. I can't okay, someone talks a little shit to you. And maybe they fabricate a story. Who cares? Just let them in.
And I will say, the Bruce Lee of BS is a pretty good name. I mean, that's it. He love it or hate it. That's a good name. Give the man some credit.
It is good. I'll be like water.
Yeah. Right. Be like water. Yeah, right. I do Facebook video.
Oh gosh. How you doing, buddy? We got a shit ton of games going on all the way to Monday.
So yeah, what a weekend of great week. I love the Labor Day weekend slate before NFL starts there of college football games.
They should put more on Sunday and Monday, though.
Exactly. They should back later. Yeah. What do we got? BC, Florida State or something? Like what are we doing here?
It's it's bad when like I'm sitting there putting my day around on Monday around the CFL games. And I love the CFL, but I'm just saying, college football makes no sense. They're like, hey, we can't. We're so nervous about the NFL playing up against the NFL for our playoffs. We're going to do a Wednesday game, playoff game. Oh, but there's this week that starts the season where the NFL is doing nothing.
Yeah, this is crazy.
And you refuse to attack Sunday and Monday.
One Sunday, one Monday. That's crazy.
There should be like a quadruple header on both days. It's the dumbest shit ever.
Yeah, and you already put one on there. Like, that it's an opening there for you, and it's safe to do it. I mean, this is insane.
Yeah. I mean, just TV execs got Ruckers and UCLA in the same damn fucking conference, but they can't figure out that no one. What is everyone going to be watching Sunday morning? What is that? They're going to put like Yankees, Red Sox. That's the only thing I could think of. Is like, what they're going to try to market. Is there a big golf event? I don't stay in tune with the golfing world. I know you do on the Bottom Line Bombs.
Scumbagger Vance is all over the golf tournament. Yeah, for sure. You got lady ball happening here. The point is, all that shit we pretended to like during the summer is over with now. All right?
Yes.
Football's back. We don't have to act like we like the WNBA anymore. All right, or golf or any of this shit.
Didn't they learn this during COVID when I was betting on fucking marble races on ESPN? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it did its job for what it was, but now I don't want it in my face at all. Let's go.
That fucking blue marble really lost its fucking momentum late in that race.
Some of them had some rigged tracks. Yeah,
they did.
That detective was on
the case there. Anyway, brother, we got a loaded slate tonight. We have a bunch of there's even props for let's just get right into it because we got.
I brought the circus sheet by the way. Week 1, week 0, lock in on that.
Love it. Got the real. Why you can get a paper cut from that?
Paper cut games of the year. I love it.
So I'm saying the youth doesn't know about paper cuts, do they?
Absolutely not. Yeah, it's crying shame. You cut down some trees, you fuck the planet, you got a paper cut, but at least you get to look at something over your coffee.
Yeah, it feels good.
It does feel good.
Feels good with the paper cut. We got so the Minnesota game's not starting on time, but so the first game I believe that will kick will be we have 2 ones. We have a slew of like Howard and Rutgers is about to kick. This line is skyrocketed. This was like 34 like a week ago. It's at 39.
Yeah.
Rutgers hasn't scored 39 in a game since fucking 1879 or some shit when like the 5th, actually the scores were like 6-0 back then, but you know what I mean? Howard went to the Celebration Bowl last season. 39 points. Any interest in a dog?
No interest. No interest in Howard.
We're kind of bullish on Rutgers, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
I got my win total over.
All right.
So okay, we don't need to touch that one.
No.
Let's go. There's a bunch of other ones, but I'm going to highlight a couple that. Your Duquesne Dukes first.
Yes, here we go.
Well, it's time we talk about the best football team in Pennsylvania. The Duquesne Dukes heading into the Glass Bowl, take on these Toledo Rockets.
Tough opener.
Yeah, Toledo obviously 11-1 in the regular season a year ago. They lose their whole O-line's gone though. Starting quarterback's now at Baylor. Is there an opportunity for your Dukes to come into the Glass Bowl and cover the 27.5?
Oh, they're getting at 27.5. That's what I thought you were talking about, getting a W. That's what we do. That's what we try to do. We try to big game hunt.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
I didn't want to. I was trying to be kind to your alma mater.
Yeah, for sure. No, stay with the number. I think Toledo is going to take a while to get going as far as pouring it on like way they do with it. It's like 56-14s and whatnot.
Yeah,
like you said, new O line switching over. I'm not going to rush to the window to bet the Dukes there, but I'll take the 27.5 there.
I'll be honest, for dogs on a Thursday. So let's talk Colorado game for a second.
Yes.
Are you any chance you're taking the Bison of North Dakota State?
Absolutely. I was waiting until it got to 10.5. Although they do have some injuries too. That's tough. And Colorado's offense is I wouldn't say elite, but it's top quality. It's top tier. And in this defense, North Dakota State got lit up by teams that were not. Let's just say not Colorado.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think Colorado's gonna be able to score at will, but I don't think Colorado's gonna be able to. That's why I like the over tonight. I have a very bad number on that. I took it at 60 earlier in the week. The Dalai Lama, the rare bad number. I wanted to wait because I know everyone's on Colorado, so it's kind of a contrarian play. But yeah, I'll take the 10.5 with Dakota. This is gonna be a tough game. They're like we said, they're used. They're national champions. They're used to big games.
True.
The moment's not going to be too big for them.
6-1 in their last 7 FBS games. They've won at Kansas State. They've won at Iowa. They lost most recently though. The last FBS they played, Arizona beat them barely. It was a close game, but my problem is this: they haven't been as good as they've been lately.
No.
They've been teetering down. Like the comparison I would compare it to would be like maybe something in the vein of a Clemson or who else was like a Nebraska. No, they're not on Nebraska levels yet. I would say Clemson's a good comparison.
Yeah,
like where they're still good, but they're not as elite as they were a couple years ago. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact Cam Miller has pretty much been a one-dimensional quarterback. Do you follow PFF?
No,
like the Pro Football Focus.
I know.
Shit.
I mean, I know what it is. I had an account, someone else's password for a while.
Shout out to my guy Stone Labanowitz, which retweeted this former FCS quarterback at.
What's PFF saying about this?
Well, no, like he called them out because this is like they're saying that. They quoted as saying on the show, you can check the clip on Stone's page or my page at the Colby D on Twitter. But he's like, they're saying Cam Miller's the best offensive player in the FCS. You can tell that these idiots have never watched the FCS because Cam Miller is probably not a top 30 quarterback in the FCS.
Right.
Like he's a good runner, but as far as throwing the ball, this guy, the last time he stepped on a field, completed 40% of his passes. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
To quote that, and then they goes, PFF tracks every single FCS game. That's why you guys got to check us out. Not what I will never listen to their insight ever again. Not that I listened to it prior, but that's the concern to me is does Colorado have the defensive line? I do think they did a great job in the portal and the D line. The O line's more of the question mark, but Cam Miller's gonna have to pass the ball down the field. So, and I don't know that he can. So that's the question mark to me. We'll see. But I took the bus minus the points. No, I did get the best of that number, just like you got the worst of the. I got I think it was 8.5 of like a couple weeks back. Yeah.
I almost jumped on Colorado when it's still around 9, just because only because I'm like, well, it won't be like this, because no one's betting against Colorado. And that's what it is.
Well, the money has come in recently all over Colorado, so that's I could see it. I mean, the line of scrimmage, North Dakota State's still good on the line of scrimmage. So
I just hate laying big numbers with defenses like Colorado's. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a party there. It's going to be great.
I like that.
I'm on the over. The worst number, I don't care. I think it goes over 60. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't see how Colorado gets stopped, and I see that.
I love the team over.
Yeah.
It's like 34.
34 and a half.
Yeah. Give me that. Colorado's going to score.
Agree.
Yeah. Those wideouts. I don't think North Dakota State has corners to cover these wideouts. I really don't. We both are on Minnesota. That's the dog that I like. Honestly, I'm very chalky for a Thursday here, opening Thursday. The only dogs that I could see winning outright, I could see Coastal, but I'm on Jacksonville State. I think that's going to be a close game. So I could see Coastal actually winning that game. I took Jacksonville State. I bet Jacksonville State, but that's one that you could sell me on like that. I could see that result happening. And then to me, it's just Minnesota. I'm sitting over here. I'm not on a lot of dogs on Thursday. Call me chalky over here. I'm trying to build the case for some, like maybe Lafayette takes down Buffalo and Pete Lembo's coaching debut there at UB Stadium.
Yeah.
But even that's a 3-point spread. So it's like, what the fuck are we even doing here? I think if you're looking for the dogs, I could see Fordham giving Bowling Green a game. All right. If we really want to talk about this, I could see Fordham giving Bowling Green a game there, and they're like 16-point dogs or something. But the other ones, I don't see much out there. Maybe Jackson State could get ULM. All right, General Booty getting his first start of his college career for ULM.
Yeah,
I can't fade him though.
No, you can't. You don't see Lindenwood taking down Kansas.
Folks, I know we like to talk about live dogs here. I've bet Kansas minus the points here. In a tease. I brought it down in a tease. I think they're going to blow out fucking Lindenwood. How about that? If you want to tease that, I think you can buy into here. Basically target. I think and North Carolina State will win by more than 26. Bring that 32 down to 26. Take that Lindenwood spread, which actually, damn, this shit has skyrocketed though. But you can bring that down to 43. I don't know. That's as good though. That number's gone up a lot lately.
Let's just get off Thursday.
Yeah, let's get off Thursday. But if you want the third leg, just I would say
any chance Colorado loses tonight?
If the defensive line is not as good as what I think it is, because we've never seen it.
Right.
It's really the guys they brought in. It's possible then, because I do think like one thing I know about North Dakota State is they're always legit on the line of scrimmage. Even with them on the decline, I still feel like they're legit on the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
So, but I do worry that they're too one-dimensional. Cam Miller's going to have to throw the ball to win that game. But I bet the Buffs. So you're on the other side of that one. You sandbag and
I'm taking the number. The Deli Llama plays
You're
numbers.
You're an Eagle fan. You hate Dion.
Deli Llama plays the numbers. I love Dion, but I just find it funny that he's against nicknames all of a sudden.
Yeah, no, that's pretty ridiculous. Folks, want to tell you that the college football experience is part of the Sports Gambling Podcast Network, and the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Fantasy Pick'em gives you a chance to win 1,000 times the amount of money you enter, or play fantasy football the right way with Best Ball. Yes, Best Ball Mania is live with $15 million in prizes. You can now use specials and boost on all flexed entries. So hop on over there, sign up, and when you do, sign up with the promo code TCESGPN to claim your special pick plus first time deposit offer up to $1,000 in bonus cash. They just introduced college football best ball. Get on over to Underdog Fantasy, underdogfantasy.com, promo code TCESGPN. Back talking bombs, college football week 1 bombs in. Okay. There's some bombs on Friday.
There's some Bombenheimers.
I got 2 bombs I like.
You got Olympic Park bombs, you got abortion clinic bombs, and you got your Bombenheimer bombs.
Yeah, that's true. And there's some opportunities here.
What day are we looking at? Friday?
Friday?
All right.
It's not Lehigh.
Not Lehigh.
Although you never know with the.
It is not Temple.
I actually, dude, I actually like Oklahoma minus 42.
I did too.
Bet the fuck out of that.
How about Oklahoma, Kansas? Can we get that?
And I'll tell you something else I like in the Oklahoma game. The total's 57. I think they're going to score 60 or 70.
Yeah.
Themselves. So
they're going to have to because Temple ain't scoring.
Very, very possible.
I'm fading Temple.
Yeah, I actually like that Oklahoma play. I think, and if you're doing DFS, we dropped the DFS episode, go listen to that. But Jackson Arnold, now I think he's going to throw like 5 first half touchdowns. They'll probably bench him and bring in Casey Thompson in the second half. But still, you're getting 5 first half touchdowns. It's worth the price, in my opinion.
Okay.
Dog wise though, I'm going to the farm. Stanford Stadium.
I was just going to say, we talked about this in our previews.
Oh yeah,
we locked in on this game.
Oh yeah,
this line's come down.
I think Stanford can win this game.
Yeah, we had it when it was at 13.
I think Stanford can win this game. I know some people are bullish on TCU. I'm bullish on Troy Taylor in year 2. I think he's a good coach, and I think he's a very, very good offensive coach. TCU's defense was absolute ass doo-doo play a year ago. Now they go out and hire Andy Avalos, former Boise State head coach. Can he fix it in one game? I'm not ready to. Some of it is personnel related. They lost their best defensive lineman to Oklahoma in the portal. Stanford is going to move the ball. I think Stanford's live to win that game. I'm taking the points.
Yep.
What is that money line right now? It's like 260, I think. Plus 260.
According to Circa, we're looking at plus 280.
Woo! Let's get in on that action.
Yes.
Let's get in on that action.
That is a Bombenheimer, baby.
Look, TCU going up there. They're gonna fall asleep in that fucking stadium. Which denied me media requests, you fucking nerdy ass fucking losers too.
Palo Alto bitches.
I love that. The school's not in session till like September 20th. But even with that, none of your goddamn students barely go to the games. So it's like right now no one's gonna go to the game. And we're trying to cover the game. And you fucking you block us. I mean, I'm not losing any sleep on missing a Stanford game. I'm just saying. I don't
game did you try to go to? This game?
Yeah. This exact game, they blocked us. Fucking hilarious.
They probably
Florida State, Boston College will be there. And CFB Campus Tour will be there. Other places are letting us, and this this trash institution. I've been defending it for a long time because Pop Warner once fucking coached there. All right.
They probably have tape of you reacting to Andrew Luck's retirement, talking shit about his chops.
That's true. That is true. The COVID season, I think I gave them shit too. Yeah, I got another. You want to get a little crazy on Friday?
Yeah, let's give me.
How does plus 1,300 sound?
What? Plus 1,300? I think I know who you're fading.
I don't buy into this jump around bullshit with this dairy raid bullshit.
Cha, jump around.
Dink and dunk. I think Western Michigan's going to give them a game. I'm taking the points.
I'll say this.
But if we were talking about crazy, I know the chat was talking about this. Chat was saying, where's the 25, 30-point dogs?
Right.
Well, I can get you 24.
Yeah, 30.
Get you 24.
30 is a bit much. Western Michigan plus 1,400, getting 24 in Wisconsin. Wisconsin's up for a bad year this year, I think.
Yeah, if you go back and look, they didn't look great against Buffalo last year. Now it's year one of Fickle. I know they ended up beating Georgia Southern, but Georgia Southern, I think, severely outgained them that game, if memory serves me correct. Western, they can move the rock. They return like 9 starters on offense. Maybe they could. I definitely like them with the points. But why not sprinkle a little bit just to get that? It's football season, folks. Just to have that itch. Just to have that itch. Now, if they go down 24-0 in the first quarter, then you just turn the page. You start talking about the Stanford Cardinal. That's what happens.
Oh my goodness gracious!
I don't think you sound on board with this with me, do you?
Well,
you're not buying in over there.
I'll say this:
you bought it. You bought that lemon last year. That Luke Fickle lemon with Wisconsin.
Right. No, I know, and I can't wait to stick it to Wisconsin and fade them all fucking year. But Western Michigan, what they had 4 wins last year.
Year one of Lance Taylor.
That you're right. Down the stretch, they showed some life a little bit. They had victories over Eastern Michigan and Central Michigan.
Beat the rivals.
They did. It is a rival. So I gave the fans a little something else. They got Hayden Wolf coming back.
Oh yeah, 3rd-year starting quarterback. Old Dominion transferred a couple years ago. They bring back Hayden Wolf. They bring back that 1,000-yard running back that I played in DFS. I'm drawing a blank on his name.
Jalen Buckley.
Yeah, well, I almost said Jalen Rucker.
Jalen Buckley. They got that. Who's that tight end they had too?
He is back as well, I believe. I think their whole damn offense is back.
Blake Bosma.
Yeah,
Blake Bosma. I had to look that one up, but yes, I just don't believe in this Wisconsin. So, all right, you know what? Fuck it, I'm on it. Let's go money line. Fuck Luke Fickle.
Yes.
Fuck Tyler Van Dyke.
Well, look, you got to understand this is a 24-point spread.
Right.
I mean, take it with a grain of salt, but definitely take the points.
Definitely take the points.
Someone asked about Florida Atlantic in the chat. I'm taking the 14, but I don't like it. I'm not actually betting that game.
I like if I'm going to take the under in that game. Even though the wide
what's that, 46 or something.
Yeah,
right?
even though the receiver told us to take the over, didn't he?
Yeah, that's true. He did.
That's kind of the reason.
And the quarterback. Yeah,
that's kind of the reason why I'm taking the under.
Saturdays I got real.
Yeah, now
real.
Let's get into Saturday.
All right, I'm like fucking Taliban over here, like for fucking Saturday. I got tons of bobs, and I'll start with ruining.
That was Shakira. That was a different kind of racism. Relax, everybody.
I'm gonna go. Look, Diego pissing Pavia.
Yeah,
I like a quarterback that goes to the rival team's football field and pisses on the logo. I think Virginia Tech's a team that's getting a lot of hype.
Oh man,
how many times we come into the studio and this fucking guy
I was just gonna say,
telling me with this goddamn lunchbox, that mentality, this fucking lunchbox shit up here.
I was just gonna say, this sounds a little personal. You just had a screaming argument with them.
Every day I gotta hear this Virginia Tech bullshit. They didn't beat one team with a winning record last year. All right. Diego pissing Pavia comes into Vanderbilt. Who I mean, they didn't have a winning record last year, so I mean, okay, but Diego did. When he was at New Mexico State, they won 10 games. All I'm saying, a little sprinkle on a plus 425 dog.
Let me see. Yeah, that's going up a bit. Plus 420. I will say this: Virginia Tech is the darling. A lot of people, a lot of sharps like talking about Vatek. They like talking about drones for Heisman. and all these numbers that came crashing down is a sharp play. It would be that's what usually sets us up for a perfect stinker to open it up and ruin all. And like, okay, forget everything I said.
You know what I love too is that stadium's under construction. Normally it's like a road game for the home team. So like all these Hokie fans will, normally they'd pack that fucking thing. I think they're still going to try to pack what is left of the, like there's still an area to sit and watch the game, but I like it under construction. They should keep it under construction forever, honestly, until they get better fans. No, you don't tell me you buy it in on this one.
I can get in on it. Vandy's a tough sell. But I do like the pissin bucket for sure. We talked about this in the.
He's in the same offensive coordinator that he came over. Like 4 of their coaches. Jerry Kell's on the staff down there at Vanderbilt. All right.
Right. If it wasn't I wish this wasn't the opener. I can see. This is a big game. Hot Tech would lose even like week 3. Because they can't handle success. But this one I think they'll be locked in on.
What about this Clemson Georgia game?
Now this I can get there with this.
I'm there.
I can get there. At first I was like, Georgia's aside. I'm gonna spend the more of it getting into
Davo's not taking calls.
Yeah, Davo's not taking calls. Mike Dick is giving out addresses on his calls, and I'll kick your.
That's 225. That's a fucking right turn. Right? Come here. What did he say? I'm 52 years old.
I'll whoop your ass, kid. Yeah, you call him a kid or something. Hide behind a fucking computer.
Oh God, society's gotten worse.
But I'll definitely take the 13.5 with Clemson, and of course they can win this game.
I think you can find a 14 out there.
Yeah,
I think you can right now.
All right.
I think they could win it too. I mean, that last time was Georgia won the national championship 2 years ago, and this shit was a 3-3 game in the fourth quarter, and DJU threw a pick 6.
Yeah.
I mean, they ended up losing, but that game was Clemson's defense. I think it can actually keep them in this game.
Yeah, they have the bodies for this. They have the talent level for this.
And then it puts more pressure on Georgia, who's the preseason number 1. They're the team that I feel like is playing with the pressure. If Clemson if they can get to the fourth quarter with it being a close game, I think that's the angle there. And obviously Dabo, Moneyline Mac told me like a crazy stat. He's 12-1 in games where he's been a dog.
I believe it. I like Dabo as a dog. No, I like Clemson's dog. I don't like him laying 34 or whatever it is, anymore, or even 9 for that matter. But as a dog, a double-digit dog like this, I'll definitely take Dabo. And like I said, of course they're on their way down, but there's still 4 of the last 8 national championships are these two teams right here.
Yeah,
I mean,
still got talent.
Yeah, they got a lot of talent.
I got a lot. The dogs are barking this Saturday. Let me tell you that, because I don't think Penn State's going to win in West Virginia.
You
ever been to Morgantown?
I've been to Morgantown. I've drank some moonshine. I've drank some Everclear.
Yeah.
I've drank some. I mean, they get after it.
I was about to say like
they get blackout drunk.
I think some fans came at me and DM'd me, or listeners. I don't know if they're fans. It's actually, judging by the DMs, I don't think they're fans.
Same thing. The haters love it. They love you even more.
But they said, how could I say that there's nothing like West Morgantown in the Big Ten? And I look, Big Ten has a lot of great fan bases, but it just doesn't get that grimy.
No, listen. And I've been to all the Big Tens, and they're fucking idiots. And they throw up in bushes, blah, blah, very cute. Okay, and you do your little chants.
The Madison,
fuck off. These guys are
they're on another level.
They are mud driving. They are burning couches. They are fucking trash.
Patty C tells a story of him tailgating at West Virginia, where he starts having a good time, and a woman throws a tampon, and it hits him in the face, like an actual tampon, not like used, right across the parking lot. It hits him in the face. I got pepper spray. I got pepper spray at the time.
And what Patty do? Stir his drink with it? I mean, that's how they act down there, dude. They're fucking. It's not that they're nuts. They're fucking filthy, and they'll tell you. You know what I mean? They are absolute fucking trash.
Patty's like, I like this place.
Yeah, it is. It's wild now. It's fucking crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, look, Fox. I think Fox is doing this game. This was originally supposed to be a night game. They moved it to daytime, and I think they did that on purpose.
Yeah,
because they don't know what they didn't know what they were entering there. I still think I know West Virginia. They're going to start drinking the night before. They're going to stay up all night. I mean, the meth in that town, in that state, let alone. Are you kidding me? Like,
right. So wait, what? This game got moved to nighttime?
No, it was supposed to be nighttime.
Oh, they moved it to
we
day,
thought it
yeah.
would be nighttime.
I can't believe they're allowed to have any games at night there. I mean, there should be a law.
Biden called that one
yeah,
in.
come
Right?
fucking. I mean, you crazy? Get this thing at 6 a.m.
Oh man!
So 250.
you buying into this one?
Yeah,
they're calling for rain too, which I think is good because Drew Aller is a guy.
Stinks.
Yeah, his stats on the road last season were fucking horrible.
I'm sick of this. 2 hour hype was mind blowing to me. And he's still like the 10th favorite to win a Heisman. Like he's like one of those guys. Like he blows.
Yeah, and I think Neil Brown. First off, remember what happened last year? Penn State ran it up. There was 20 seconds left.
Yeah,
they could have. And Neil Brown in the presser said, "We're not going to forget this.
Yeah,
we're not. I'm telling you, he's going to be. They're going to have. They're going to have the boys ready.
That is the only fear. They could be in a real dogfight, and Franklin is an asshole. He goes for that cover.
He knows what you got to do to job security.
Yeah,
job security.
No, absolutely. And he's right. I don't blame him actually. But yeah, I like West Virginia here in a sneaky one. Can you talk? Well, I'm just looking at some of these games. I'm not in any order here.
I was gonna say there's another one. I think the Jackrabbits could be live.
I
in
love
Stillwater.
the Jackrabbits.
I
love the Jackrabbits.
They're to me what North Dakota State was
me?
like 5 years ago.
This is a fucking lock.
I liked it. I'm with you. I've already bet this. You get plus 300 on them Jackrabbits.
I mean, they
got the better quarterback. They got the better quarterback in the matchup.
They got 28 seniors.
Yeah.
8 returning all-conference players.
They haven't lost in 2 years.
You're right. Mark Gronkowski, greater quarterback. Yeah, they've won 29 straight games, 2 straight national championships.
And you're making them double-digit dogs?
This is insane. And Oklahoma State loves fucking starting out slow.
Yeah. I like Easy in the chat goes, I used to do a travel job and was in West Virginia for 8 weeks. It was the only time I was offered meth twice in the parking lots. No, but look, Mike Gundy historically in September has struggled.
You're right.
You know what I mean? So whether it was Central Arkansas, which was a close game last season, or Missouri State, the past two FCSs have given them a hard time. Tulsa, I feel like Tulsa's almost beat them a bunch of times. You had that Central Michigan game. Central Michigan went in there and won. South Alabama whooped their ass last season.
Yeah,
so,
that was week 3 they lost to South Alabama,
like 34-7 or something.
That's a joke.
I'm all over these Jackrabbits.
I love them.
Yeah, that's a good play.
I think Gronkowski goes to the NFL.
I think so too. I think he's a good player. I think he's not. And that's what's been remarkable about South Dakota State. As someone that covers the FCS, they normally, when you're really good, you see it right now. Cam Ward's at Miami. Shedeur Sanders is at Colorado. Now, he obviously went with the coach, different a little bit, but I'm saying like his talent level. There's a few other FCS quarterbacks that Max Brosmer at Minnesota will see tonight. They normally leave, but the NIL collective either steps up or maybe there's the culture. Maybe all the scattered ass in Brookings, South Dakota is hitting up Mark Gronowski.
Dakota ass.
I want to ask you about another one.
They had the better quarterback. You're right. I don't trust Alec Bowman.
The better quarterback, and they're a super physical team. Like I actually think there's a chance. Now, obviously, the crowd gets fucking insane there, but
sure,
there's a chance that they're the more physical team here. They love to run the rock. You know, like this is a physical fucking team. They are what North Dakota State was 5 years ago, in my opinion.
Thank you.
Want to talk about a couple others, but before I do that, I want to tell you the college football experience is brought to you by Rhythm. Have you ever wanted to create your own sports betting model for football? Do you even know what a sports betting model is? Well, SGPN's proud partner, Rhythm, is the #1 AI-powered sports betting platform that helps provide bettors of all levels the ability to build custom, predictive betting models in seconds and get predictions for everything, betting on money lines, spreads, totals, and props. The Rhythm college football model loved Delaware State. So did Pick Dundee.
I heard they had flight problems. Here I am laying the 40 with Hawaii. Never had a chance.
Claim your free 7-day trial period today by go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/RITHMM. And remember, as always, folks, to let it ride. All right, back talking Bobs. I got a few more.
All right, let's go.
Well, I want to ask you about this one. I have not bet this one. You know, Maryland's replacing 4 or 5 on the offensive line, and they're like 35-year-old quarterback to his brother. Is there any chance that these pesky Yukon Huskies, that are going to be in the Big 12 maybe in 7 years for football,
not 2039, they're planning that move? Well, if I learned anything during the team preview segment of the off season.
is that UConn can get you.
UConn.
They can get you.
When we go through the list of terrible losses in your program history the last 25 years, there was one common denominator. And that was UConn popping up on every school's canvas sheet.
Very true. Very true. This could be the one.
Yeah, so much so. I'm like, well, maybe we should start leaving them off as bad losses because they're beating everybody.
Yeah, very true. I'm just saying, 21-point dogs. I mean,
that's crazy. I'm looking at a plus 800 Underdog.
Woo! I mean,
I'm always ready to fade Maryland, especially early in the season.
No, look, I grew up in the DC area. And that is not going to be a full stadium.
Right?
It's not going to be a full stadium.
College Park is a good time, beautiful campus, but that will not be full on football Saturday.
Well, especially with UConn, I can just picture driving on fucking 95 there and just seeing that. You're on the Beltway, you just see that bullshit sign for the come to Bird Stadium, see the UConn Huskies. You're not going to get many people, hitting up that game. I got a little yapper.
Got a yapper?
I don't trust Mario Cristobal. I don't.
Well, I was going to ask you about this game. I don't know about this game at all, but
I haven't bet it yet. But
I think I think you're on the right side. I think Florida's the right side.
Napier's 3-0, I think, against top 15 teams in the swamp.
The only reason why I would take Miami is because I'd be like, well, they just have to win. I mean, they just have to do it. You have $30 million spent on your goddamn quarterback. It seems like, or like the rest of your
roster,
team, your whole roster.
Sam Brown and
right.
Damian Martinez.
Yeah, you better win this fucking game. That's for sure. But I'm also looking at an SEC team at home.
At the swamp.
Against some bullshit ACC Cristobal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, look, Tennessee had a good season last year. They came in top 15, took that L. The Utah Utes 2 years ago with Kyle Whittingham.
Yes,
number 7 in the country.
A very good Utah team.
Yeah, came in and they won the Pac-12 that year, right?
Absolutely.
And what happened? They went there and took an L. I'm not sold on just my Mario Cristobal. First off, his clock management. I even think he's going to be more confused with this fucking 2-minute warning,
2-minute
helmet technology.
The last thing you want him is in your ear and the fucking.
I can just see him. They cut off the sound at 15 seconds. I can see him just continuously talking. Yeah, you got watch the backside court, and they can't hear you. They can't hear you. Mm-hmm. Give me the Gators. Gator. All right, Gator.
Now they've only won 34 consecutive home openers. That's all. That's all Florida's done. And these stats are from an Athletic article. Second time since 1970 they were an underdog in that situation. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But the last time it occurred is just what you talked about was Utah game when they beat Utah 24-19 in Billy Napier's debut. Yeah.
I can't take Miami.
Right. Their defense.
I know their roster. You can sit there and say, well, they're better at the quarterback, running back. Okay, they are.
Yeah.
Can't take them.
But yeah, I think it is definitely the right side. But it's a tough game for sure. I'll take that as a little napper. I got a big dog for you.
Ah, there we go.
And it's a first absolute travel fade letdown spot.
Oh.
Talking about a team that just went over to Dublin, Ireland, and they pulled off a little laddie upset over there. They did a little jig.
A little celebration.
Yeah, they did. First of all, as soon as Florida State started doing the jig beforehand, I said, "Well, they're fucked. You don't disrespect the motherland like that." Our beautiful Irish fathers and mothers, and then. So they started doing the jig, and then what did Georgia Tech do? They took it right to them. They bullied them. They dominated them.
They were the better team.
They were the better team physically and everything. But they kind of fucked up at the end when they started jigging on the jig. They did a double jig. I mean, whatever. Go enjoy yourself. But now you're coming back from Ireland, taking from the Aer Lingus Bowl. I've done the Aer Lingus flight before. You got to go to Shannon, then over there to Galway. Next thing you know, now they're down there, and I'm sure they landed in Atlanta, and then they're driving down there close. And you know who's been waiting for them? But that Georgia State squad.
I accidentally brought mushrooms to Ireland. I got to the Dublin airport and I realized I had a bunch of mushrooms in my luggage, and I go, Glad it made it through. Glad it made it through.
Oh
but,
yeah, it's the best smelling thing in that luggage on that airplane. Are you kidding me? Everything smells.
That could have been a disaster.
Everything's a damp farm over there.
As one, as one that's watched Midnight Express a lot.
I have tons of family over there, but literally they'd be like, they turn on the electricity just to show us they have it. Like, hey, here's a light switch. Thanks, Uncle Tomas. Now,
no, I like your logic though. Continue talking about this because I like your logic.
Yeah.
On what you're saying here, because I will say the first thing that stands out to me. Last season, the Ireland game was a shit fest. It was Notre Dame Navy.
Right.
It was like the only time the Ireland game hasn't really delivered, right?
Yes.
The year before, Northwestern pulled off a huge upset, much like Georgia Tech. Well, they come back to Evanston, and Mike Elko was in his first game or his first real game at Duke. I think he had Elon or something, or no, Temple, I think, before that. And they lost. And get this, they not only lost that, they lost to Southern Illinois the very next week too. They ended up going 1-11 actually. But my point is I believe you start celebrating over there.
You don't
Eat your bowl of Lucky Charms.
Yeah, you don't want to sleep on these Panthers.
I'm your leprechaun. But Georgia State is bringing in a brand new head coach. That's the one thing that has me a little concerned.
Right. And I'll say this: Florida State played a really bad game too. I will say that Georgia Tech was a better team, no doubt about it. But Florida State played poorly.
They did,
and I'm not saying it was a fluke by any means.
Gotta throw the ball down the field though. Gotta take a shot.
Absolutely. But I'm saying that I think you're really selling high on Georgia Tech here. That was peak Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
Against the Lothian.
Yeah.
And so.
Yeah, you're right.
No,
I like this angle too because they've never played, and this is a classic. You hear
right.
The only problem I'll say is like in Atlanta, are you really hearing people talk about Georgia Tech? Everyone's talking about Georgia.
No, I know.
So I don't know if the animosity's there, but I still like it. I still like it.
Yeah, I'll tell you who they're not talking about is these Panthers. Let's go.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm definitely taking a 21 with Georgia State. That's a lock. First half coming off the jet lag. You know what I mean?
I like it. Colby Davis in the chat goes, "Help me out, fellas. Can we live bet Ruckers at -34 right now? It's 0-0 with 8 minutes left." Yeah, I say take a shot on it. I think you take a shot on it.
Of course. Well, Ruckers jersey, they're gonna know.
They're good for a couple defensive touchdowns.
They know how to cover a number for sure.
We saw it with the Temple scandal last year, right?
Yeah.
College basketball.
Yeah, this is Del McGee's opener.
What is that money line in that Georgia State game?
Well, according to Circa, though, last week we're looking at a 10-1 plus 1,000. A nice clean 10-1.
Hey, and we've seen Georgia State show up in spots before they won at Neyland in Knoxville not that long ago. So I kind of like it, buddy. I'm going to take you to one.
This is their first This is their first time they played each other too, and
ever because they started the program like a week ago,
and they're a mile and a half away from each other.
Yeah.
So I mean, come on.
I'm with you. I like it. I like that angle. They are bringing in a new head coach, but that's part of the.
But he came over from Georgia, right? He was an assistant.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he hates Georgia Tech, and he scouted him last year. Had to scout him last year.
Yeah.
I know you don't want to talk about this team.
Okay.
But I think I need to remind you. I think they kept it vanilla.
I know you do. I think
they kept it vanilla.
I mean, they had a chance to lose this game in the fourth quarter. I mean, not lose, but I mean, it was tight.
Ruckers got a pick six apparently.
Hope you got in on it.
Yeah, I think Hawaii's live on the island against UCLA. This is the first time UCLA's come into the island since 1935 when Jackie Robinson was their starting running back. All right.
Yep.
You don't think the good people in Hawaii remember that game? No, I just think they kept it vanilla. Eric Bieniemy, you kidding me?
Well, this is one of the biggest line movements in the offseason. This line opened at what, 18, 19 or something like that. And we were kicking ourselves for not taking it then.
I like it.
And then it crashed down to now it's at what, 13?
I think they could win this game.
I almost want to buy back with UCLA only because I'm loving Deshaun Foster's fucking ridiculousness. Hawaii, yeah, I know. But I won't do it because that's 101 stuff where you don't spite fade because Hawaii burned me last week. You know, well, fuck them, fading them. But I definitely less confident in this Hawaii garbage squad team.
I mean, I'm telling you, the dogs are barking this week.
Okay.
Here's one that I have already wagered on, and like I already did wager on Hawaii too. I took Hawaii.
What number did you get there?
I got 14. I think it was.
No,
14.
that's a good number.
Yeah. This one I think is really a dangerous game.
Mm-hmm.
Boise State's the preseason favorite to make it to the.
Well, everyone loves Boise State.
I like Georgia Southern.
Yeah, no, I'm saying for the season.
Georgia Southern's live.
I'm saying for the season, people love Boise State to win that conference.
I think Georgia Southern is definitely covering. I took the points.
Mm-hmm.
I also took the money line here.
Talk me into this one.
Okay, Clay Helton. He's probably going to get fired this year, right? Because they start out red hot every year. But guess what? This is the beginning of the season. They start out red hot every year.
Yeah.
He won at Nebraska, remember, with Scott Frost.
Right.
This team returns enough. Like, their skill position players for Georgia Southern, the running back, their 3 wideouts, like, they're pretty fucking loaded at the skill position players. They have 3 quarterbacks. They're going with this JC French guy. They have 3 capable quarterbacks to me. They have Dexter Williams, the Indiana transfer, on the bench. But what I like most is the fact that Boise is coming down to hot-ass Statesboro, Georgia. And the fact, I think Georgia Southern, this is first off, they have good fans. They're not gonna phone this in.
Right.
This place will be an environment, an edge to Georgia Southern. Then I just feel like Boise, we thought it was gonna be Malachi Nelson, the 5-star. He gets beat out in camp. What does that tell you? Maybe they're not as sound at the quarterback spot as we thought. I think Georgia Southern's live. And the Sun Belt, like you saw Boise lose at Memphis last season.
Yeah,
they could lose.
Absolutely.
This is a good spot, man. I'm telling you, it's
All
a
right.
good spot.
I like that. Let's go. I'm with you. Here's one that I thought you were going to bring up, and I'm sure you maybe it's still on your list later on, but I've not waiting around for it anymore because it is a night game. But it's a team that you are on board with. Hell, you went to this goddamn stadium.
Oh, I've already bet this. I know what you're talking about.
I mean, this is. I've
already bet this.
I love this money line. First of all,
I actually got the worst of the number, by the way.
It's
gone up.
Yeah, it's gone up. It's like it's 7 now.
Yeah,
right?
I got the worst of this number. But
I'm talking about Wyoming, Arizona State.
They're gonna beat them.
They're going to win this game outright. I'm looking at a plus 215 money line.
Oh yeah.
Take the 7 points, of course, and it's a night game.
All those fake tits will be bouncing.
Fake tits will be bouncing.
Yeah.
The students will be going crazy, but this is a bad matchup.
They can bounce all they want.
Yeah, they can bounce.
But they're not gonna be able to shut down. They're not gonna be able to bounce on that offensive line.
Bounce your bets, whatever you got to do. I mean, let's just see here. They got a new coordinator. I mean, Wyoming likes to run the ball.
Yeah, Jay Johnson coming in.
Yeah. And he likes to spread it out a bit.
Still, they're going to run.
But they're going to run about it.
Yeah, they're going to run and I understand. I think part of the reason why the number went up is their starting running back, who was all Mountain West, Harrison Whaley's injured. But don't sleep on. They went out and got DJ James in the portal from North Carolina.
DJ Jones from UNC.
I think that he's going to have a big day in DFS. You look to play him if he's available. And
Arizona State's defense, very experienced in the front 7.
And Wyoming's defense is. You said Arizona State's or Wyoming's?
I'm saying Arizona State's defense is inexperienced.
Oh, I thought you said experienced. I was about to say, I was like, Wyoming's is experienced.
No, Wyoming's
Arizona State's is not.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. So they'll be able to run the ball on them and spread it out a little. And their quarterback was Sabota. He's got that huge arm, huge body. I mean, he's just going to explode.
He played well at Texas last year, had that game 10-10 in the 4th quarter. I am with you. How about them Cowboys?
And A-State's quarterback, they got a true redshirt freshman in Sam Levitt.
Yeah, you got some burn at Michigan State.
But he's been injured already in the offseason.
I really think Wyoming is a better football team than Arizona State right now. So I don't even think it's
and let's not forget how Arizona State opened last year.
Yeah.
They beat Southern Utah by 3.
Then Jeff Tedford came in there and won by 29-0, the Mountain West.
Then they lost to Southern. Then they lost to Oklahoma State and Fresno State by a combined 56-15.
I'm with you.
So getting 7 points is a gift. I think it's going to be either way, win or lose. It's going to be within a touchdown this game.
I like it. I know we gotta head out soon, but there's a few I just want to just rattle off.
Let's burn
That's
through
what I'm
them.
saying. I think there's a lot of options for money line plays here. I understand Biff Poggi. Did you see his press conference?
Yeah, I love Biff.
He's got 9 starters out. He's like, that's on me. I ran those boys hard. All right. That's on me. But yeah, we got no starters.
Should have gave water breaks. In retrospect, I read the Junction Boys beforehand, and apparently, running faster does not make the breeze go cooler.
Like all the starters we had last season, they're all injured. That's you know what? And I'll take responsibility.
Yeah,
I will take responsibility. I still think they're live against JMU. JMU's bringing in a new coach. Yeah, get this Patty C bullshit out of here. All right, give me the Clits there at home. I think plus 260. Yeah. I'm still riding that. I'm fascinated by watching that game. Another one that has caught my eye that I have already wagered on is the Sam Houston State Bearcats heading into the Rice Bowl to take on the Rice Owls. They're catching 10 and a half. I think they're plus like 320 on the money line. That is one that I believe this is a fourth quarter game. I think it's going to be neck and neck. Wouldn't be surprised if the Bearcats got it done.
I was just going to say, why is this total only 49?
That's what I'm saying. Sam Houston's got a legit defense. They return everybody. They got better on the offensive side by bringing in Bauer, the quarterback from Central Michigan. I think they could stay in this game. Now, obviously, Rice got EJ Warner.
They got EJ Warner.
Your boy.
My boy from Temple.
Your boy.
Kurt Warner's Christ kid.
I also want to add, so I took Sam Houston. Okay. I was thinking about this on my drive in LA today as I was sitting in miserable fucking traffic.
Yeah, it was terrible today.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
What's going on? Is there a fucking president?
I don't know.
I remember like years ago, Obama would be here like every weekend, and it was just like, God damn it, dude!
Can't wait for the Olympics. What a nightmare this place is.
Am I crazy to think Nevada's live against Troy, breaking in a brand new fucking head coach? Nevada looked pretty good last week. No,
Nevada looked very good last week, but I mean, obviously, great coach hire.
Cross country.
I know
that Alabama heat a little too much. You're not buying into this.
I think it's a letdown. I like Troy here. Actually,
okay.
I'm on Troy this guy.
I didn't bet this. I'm just saying I was thinking about this one on my drive.
Yeah,
as I was sitting on the fucking 110
on the drive. How about this is one I can see you getting behind here. How about that North Texas Mean Green going to the South? Or you were South Alabama? You're a Jaguar.
I went South Bama, but I have no feel in this game. I don't like either of these teams.
Right. Okay.
I lean South Bama, but I'll tell you one that if you want to talk FCS upsets, I have two that are worthy.
I just don't like Major Applewhite, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
that's why. All right, I just don't like him.
Yeah, as a human. Right?
Great coach.
Am I crazy to think that the Richmond Spiders could give Virginia a game? I feel like they always fuck with Virginia.
Yeah, it's a very Virginia game. I hate that whole state.
Now, it was a 17-point game. Goddamn John Smith.
I do. I hate all right, fucking General Lee sons of bitches. Anyway,
I'm just saying. I don't know. Virginia's starting Anthony Calandria, the talented but crazy, a guy that lives life on the edge. He's like Bodie and fucking Point Break. All right.
All you gotta do is jump. Some people shoot for it. Some people say. I don't know about this game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How about Tennessee Tech? Derek Mason is starting his first job, or his first game. It's his first game there. I can't fucking talk.
Right.
At Johnny Red Floyd Stadium there in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. They're taking on an old rival, Tennessee Tech. Look, I know Tennessee Tech's been ass in the FCS, but Middle Tennessee got depleted in the portal.
Yeah.
Any chance of plus 1,100 on these Golden Eagles? I think it's worth a sprinkle. I actually bet that I took the points.
Okay.
I'll
take the points. I don't know if they're winning this game, but but like we said, if you're taking the points, you might as well sprinkle. That's for sure. What about some of these little guys? Well, obviously, I know you're a big Michigan fan this year. You're bullish on them.
Well, I was actually going to take Fresno in the points.
Yeah, I'll take Fresno. It's 22.
Well, I don't know now because with Ted. I still took Fresno. I still took Fresno because I think they're solid. But it's pretty much. How about Nichols? They're catching 8 at La Tech.
How about Nichols?
How about these old Colonels?
What? Nichols? I'm talking pounds, baby, pounds.
Oh, I got one. Here's the FCS one. Southeast Missouri State's beating New Mexico State.
Yes.
Southeast Missouri State is beating New Mexico State.
Now we got one.
Their whole goddamn team's gone. Pissing Pavia's gone. It was the heart of that team.
He was the heart. He was the heart and bladder of that squad.
SEMO got the week 0 game in. They were impressive too.
Yeah.
I think they go into Aggie Memorial and get the dub. And that, what is that? Plus 270. That's a good sized little dog there for you to parlay late night while you're chasing with the Wyoming Cowboys.
Which we will be. Let's end it on the pup game of the night, Saturday night, Notre Dame, Texas A&M. Can we get an Irish win there? Even
No.
Royko versus the quarterback coach. I mean, how amazing is that lined up that way? Of Leonard versus fucking whatever.
But Mike Elko, yeah.
Elko. I was calling him Mike Royko, the old Chicago writer for the Tribune. Anyway,
you can't get your mind out of Chicago.
You know, you like A&M there?
I do.
Okay.
I bet A&M actually.
All right.
Yeah, you're on. You have a ticket for Notre Dame.
I have a fun little TV.
My favorite thing about CJ is like he won't when he finds out that I'm on the other side of it. He doesn't tell me about his ticket. He goes, "All right,
okay, that's all right.
I'm seeing this."
Let's just say I have a pup parlay of Gophers Irish.
Ooh,
I like a little pup parlay. Juice it up, money lines.
All right, little Cocker Spaniel.
I think it pays like 5-1 or something like that.
No, I'm just kidding.
Or 3-1, I think.
You want another wild one?
It pays 4-1. I got it in there. Plus 135, plus 110. Yeah, give me a wild one.
Weber State in Seattle against Washington with one player returning on their whole goddamn team. Maybe. What do you think about Sunday and Monday and we got here? LSU, USC a 5-point dog, 4.5-point dog. You think Trojan? I kind of like that one.
I like USC here for sure. I like Lincoln Riley as an underdog.
Yeah, and what about Boston College against Saudi Arabia State there in Tallahassee?
The Saudi Knowles are going to rip the shit out of Boston College. Bad week to
wrong place, wrong time.
Bad week to be an Eagle.
I think that's it.
Yeah, all right.
That's it. Give the Bet Detective a follow on Twitter at CJ_Sullivan_. Make sure you subscribe to the Bottom Line Bombs. What are you guys talking this week?
Yeah, well, we just finished up the NFC's preview and Leave Schreiber, spelled Leav for legal purposes, comes in, recaps the Hard Knock. I can't wait for the next one, which because of the cuts came. You know, I always love in Hard Knocks when they cut a player to your iPad. You know, I want to see everyone get fired on TV. It's amazing.
That is when I think about the times I've been fired.
Yeah.
It would have made good television.
It makes great television.
Good television.
And then they lie to you. Oh, we want to bring you back to the practice. Go fuck yourself. You bring me back.
Blockbuster Video. It got a little violent. It got a little violent. You know, might have threw some shit.
Yeah. Well, you're on the right side of history. Fuck their owner. Fuck Blockbuster. They're idiots.
I said that. I got a feeling it was like Doyle. I got a feeling your whole company's going down. All right.
Netflix is gonna piss in your faces.
Folks, give me a follow on Twitter at @TheColbyD. The College Football Experience is on Twitter at TCE on SGPN. It's football season. Let's enjoy these games tonight. YouTube.com/The College Experience. Check out all the team previews. 134 of them. I'm going to do a couple more late night tonight that will end that 134. And enjoy. Let's fucking watch these games. All right. Check out the Stadium Heads podcast too, and a sports gambling podcast, College Basketball Experience, all that good shit. Check it all out. Until next time, this is the College Football Experience. You better start thinking about yours. And we out of here.
Football. It's time for football.
You know what to get.